alaikum and hello to all the viewers on my channel, Qasim the All Rounder. And this time around, Pakistan versus South Africa going on. And in order to discuss this match, I have none other than my South African buddy, Ibrahim Yusuf. Ibrahim, assalamu alaikum and how are you?
Walaikum salam. I'm good and you, and it's nice to be on the show again.
Alhamdulillah, it has been quite long time. Me and Ibrahim were not able to conduct a video due to their professional activities, office activities. But now Pakistan versus South Africa is going on, and luckily I got a chance to take my annual leave starting from next week. So hopefully we will have a good session, complete entire series that is Test, ODI, and T20 series. So starting with T20 series, Ibrahim, without wasting time, I have a lot of questions to ask because it's you are hosting our team Pakistan, so it will be a good session. So we have a first T20 today at 9 p.m. Pakistan time, and in order to discuss that, I'm just putting pressure on Ibrahim right away. Start away. So Ibrahim, head to head, Pakistan has slight edge, even though it's even Steven. 22 matches being played, 12 being by Pakistan, 10 matches by South Africa. So how can you see and entertain my first question that it's a, even Steven, it's a new day, it's a fresh start, or there is a back in the mind that Pakistan is slight edge over the South Africa in the overall T20s? Yeah.
I think it's a fresh start, especially with the Pakistan, the senior team, like the batting order. They haven't been able to play freely for a while now. Especially if we look at this batting order, Babar, Rizwan, Usman Khan, Aga Salman. It hasn't been that freely. They need to find somebody else maybe who can bat a bit free, like maybe Umar bin Yusuf. Maybe try him. The way when you see how he played when he played with same Ayub in Zimbabwe, when they had only Aga Salman as the anchor, and maybe Usman Khan was playing a little bit slow, and they had they tired, they played a little better. Even the first game, they got 160. Second game, Umer bin Yusuf got out early, Sam Ayub got out early. Actually, second game they did well because their bowling was excellent. It was the third game where the batters playing aggressively and freely got out early, and Pakistan struggled. They only got 130. But seeing if they can get some of those youngsters to mix with the experience and they can get to a consistency where they're scoring 170, 180, maybe Pakistan can return better to T20 and it will give more confidence as they build towards the next T20 World Cup. But right now, I think it's a fresh start, especially with Pakistan struggling. South Africa also had problems with their batting since the World Cup.
Yeah.
They've been experimenting, trying different things. The captain is not available for this series. He's been rested, given a break. Klassen will be captain, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. So in connection with the question number one, the second question also I put on the same manner that if we talk about the last five encounters, again Pakistan 4-1. I totally agree with you that it's a new start, it's a fresh start, and it's always a good series having both the competitive sides. But considering the last five encounters, Pakistan has very much ahead of South Africa in terms of 4-1. And I think last encounter was played between these two teams in the World Cup 2022, if I'm not wrong. Correct?
Yeah, right. In 2022 World Cup.
So how can you rate this 4-1? Again, a fresh start, or that can be helpful for Pakistan?
Fresh start is new players. There is some players like, for example, Ariza Hendricks, Rasifan Anderson, George Lynn, Fabrice Shamsi. They have gained experience. They've played quite a bit of PSL. I think most of them have played 2 to 3 seasons of PSL since then. They've gained experience. They have ideas. Some of the young players of Pakistan who have come into the team, they know a bit of the seniors like Babar and Rizwan. So bringing their knowledge to the leadership group of David Miller. David Miller's played some PSL as well. I think he played 2 seasons. So bringing that knowledge, David Miller played with Mohammad Rizwan, and he knows Mohammad Rizwan's leadership style. That's another positive. And Riza Hendricks, two of the senior players in the South African team, played for Multan Sultans under Rizwan's leadership. So bringing that knowledge might bring a different way of how South Africa tackle Pakistan. And at the same time, I think some of the young players for South Africa, Pakistan have yet to play SA20 as it's been clashing with Pakistan's home season. So PCB have been a bit reluctant on giving too many NOCs. There's some senior players like Imad Wasim and that who got, but they haven't been bought yet. So they've been going to ILT and SA20. So it's going to be an interesting one. Interesting one to see how the Pakistani senior players step up and the youngsters and see if South Africa's knowledge from PSL helps them counter.
Okay, fair enough. Totally agree with that. So, how important will be the captaincy in this encounter? Because both fresh captain, newly made captain, Klassen, we know the class he is possessed as a batsman, and Mohammad Rizwan being appointed as a leader and good, pretty good in like ODI series versus Australia, but 3-0 again, whitewash in T20s. Then we move to Zimbabwe. So, how a critical role with the captaincy in this series?
I think Klassen will be looking to reverse. The previous time when he did captain was against Pakistan in Pakistan, and South Africa lost that series 3-0.
Yeah,
That was
correct.
when Rizwan in 2021 when Rizwan just became an opener when they changed the combination, and that was the first time we actually got the Rizwan Babar opening, as Babar was injured the previous series against New Zealand. So that's when Rizwan got the opportunity to open. So that was the first time, and then he started working for Pakistan, and I think he looked to reverse that result, and he's got better knowledge. He's become more mature, more of a senior player now compared to then. He was just making a comeback into the team, and then he got the leadership when seniors were rested due to a clash with the Test series at home here in South Africa, being against Australia, which didn't happen because of COVID. It had to be cancelled. So Klassen will be looking to show how much he's gained from that and show that he's a better leader compared to that time. And Rizwan will have to show that all the knowledge that he's been the right choice to be the captain for Pakistan going forward. So Rizwan has a lot to prove and does Klassen.
Perfectly explained. So, maybe considering the recent form of the both the teams in red ball cricket, South Africa been phenomenal, been doing like wonderful, and all they are reaching the World Test Championship final. But when it comes to white ball, both Pakistan and South Africa recently lost the T20 series. 3-1 lost to South Africa against India, and Pakistan lost to like Zimbabwe. I'm not catering that 2-1, but against Australia that was 3-0. So, how is their recent form, and how can be applicable to a new game? Because both have them lost with the good teams. Minus Zimbabwe, Pakistan won 2-1 recently, but lost to 3-0. Experiment doing some new changes. So, how can you rate the recent forms before going to this T20 series,
I
especially in
think
white
that
ball?
white ball, I think both teams will be looking to improve. It's now the start of an important phase where building towards Champions Trophy, the T20 World Cup. This could be the start of finding players for the T20 World Cup for South Africa. Maybe like a George Lynn could become that all-rounder option along with Wian Mulder and Marco Janssen for South Africa. Andile Simelin could and Patrick Kruger could step up as the third pace bowling all-rounding option for South Africa. So Pakistan, Janda Khan can finally maybe step up and say, I can be the pace all-rounder. As, along with Amin Jamal in Pakistan, they have two all-rounders. So a very important phase. I think it's a fresh start, although Amin Jamal is not in the squad for the T20s, and I don't think he's in the ODI squad either. But he's only in the test. But I think he could be important just resting him, making sure he's fit and fresh for important matches. So going going forward, there's a lot of important things that can come out of this series for both teams. So a fresh start, and I think just put back whatever's happened in the last series and look to start fresh and look to win. Um, start with a winning note.
Yeah, perfectly explained. So, let's talk about pitch. You are like being a South African, you know the conditions. I've been like always remind me 2007 World Cup when Pakistan got runner up like in the inaugural T20 World Cup. So, Durban is always like a good scoring match, but we get some bounce as well. And South African and Pakistani both have some decent fast bowlers. So, what about need to take on the pitch along with like will it be a same high scoring or it should be kind of a bit of grass as well?
I think there'll be a bit of grass to assist maybe Seamus. If you look at the last T20 against India, it was high scoring. It was 200, but then in the evening it got a little slower. It was hard to face the spinners. So Sabri Shamsi, maybe Sufyan Mukim, Abrar Ahmed, George Lynn. South Africa have uh, another leg spinner in Peters. They could be hard to face under the lights, but it will just depend. I think they might just look to make a more firmer pitch like what they prepared for the test match against Sri Lanka. So with more grass, one that holds together and plays well throughout the match.
So toss won't be that much impact considering the you may say that ball will come like bit slow at the second part of the inning. So toss will be critical or win the toss or bat first is a good decision.
I think when the toss back first will be a good decision. Um, might not be that critical if you can execute your skills with the ball in the first innings and then restrict the opponent to a decent total and then chase it down. But yeah, if we maybe leak over 180, 190, 200, it could get tricky underline.
Okay, perfectly fine. So, viewers, next segment is basically we need to like get the impact players and players to watch, and I have listed my four players, couple of them from South Africans, couple of them from Pakistan. Then I will ask EB, his because both teams are like full of flooded with some youngsters and a bunch of like good guys, and all of them are entertaining. So, from Pakistan side, EB, what I think that Saim Ayub, if he got a chance today, along with Haris Rauf, both with the bat and ball, Saim and Haris can be critical for Pakistan. This is what my feeling. This is my prediction that if Sam get going on and with Harris with the ball, especially in the South African conditions, he'd really love to ball like an Australian. So SENA countries might help him. And with South Africa, the newly appointed captain Klassen, along with I'm not sure why I'm going to get a gut feeling Tarbesh Shamsi can be what because every time again he played with Pakistan, he like put a decent show and Pakistan can lose wickets and beaten passes. So these are the four for my side: Saim, Haris, Klassen, and Shamsi. And over to you. How can you rate these four players? Two for them South Africa, two for Pakistan.
For Pakistan, I'm going to go with Saib Ayub as well. I think he could have a good effect, especially if he can get going. It can help Babar Rizwan play a bit more freely in the top order. Bowling, I think it's Sufyan Mukim. Sufyan Mukim could be the surprise package,
Do you think he
being a China.
do you think he got a chance today or Ebrar?
I'm not sure if they go with him or Abrar, but if he plays, he could be the surprise package. From South Africa, batting, I think it's going to be Klassen as well, or Miller, one of the two, because of the hitting. And I think I'm going to go with George Lynn as the other one. So coming back, he's improved a lot. I can see him batting at number 6 or number 7, George Lynn, and being the surprise using the long handle, especially if the South African top order can set up a good platform and giving South Africa a good finish. And then also causing some problems with the ball. He can come in the power play as well with the new ball. He can come in the middle. And I think he could be a surprise with his height, getting extra bounce, getting the ball to turn. He does know the conditions a bit better. Especially he also plays in Cape Town. He knows the lower coastal conditions in South Africa quite well. So he could be X factor for South Africa.
Surprised you haven't taken the name of like Nokia. I was like think that he's also a decent customer, and I think he will play today as a one of the like good fast bowlers of Africa.
Yeah, Nokia will play. I think Rickelton, Prietska, and Mafaka are not yet on the squad because they were with the test squad in Port Elizabeth, and that finished yesterday, so they're still on their way to joining the T20 squad.
Maybe I couldn't able to like walk through the whole South African squad, but can you please like let me know the why the new guy Jensen? I'm not sure he was the part of like Sri Lankan series, but I haven't seen the squad. Will he be the part of T20 series against Pakistan? Because I love to watch him and could say the way they are played, the youngsters, both of them. So please explain about them.
Kotse is injured, so he's
Oh,
out. He'll only be back in January. Janssen has been rested because he was playing the Test series, and he will be back for the ODI series.
so he will
Um,
be listed for the entire T20 series or first match.
yeah, rested for the entire T20 series. Only Kwena Mafaka, Ryan Rickelton, and Matthew Britka are joining from the Test squad. They're joining the T20 squad. The rest are all rested. No Stubbs, no Markham is coming. Ravana won't come. Keshav Maharaj also all rested. So you'll see Patrick Kruger, um, uh, Andila Simalain. You'll see George Lund. You'll see Matthew Britzka maybe get an opportunity today. You might see Rasif van der Dussen and Riza Hendricks opening the batting, being that Ryan Rickelton and Matthew Britzka are not yet with the squad. I'm not sure if Matthew Briscoe was released early. I didn't see him yesterday at the presentation when South Africa was celebrating with the trophy after winning the Test series. So he might have left early, so he could be there. So he might see Riza Hendricks Briscoe open and Rasif Anderson at number 3. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's Rasif Anderson and Riza Hendricks opening the batting.
Okay, perfectly fine. So maybe you have discussed the opening part for South Africa. Pakistan have been like quite problem in the opening pairs, utilize so many, and we might come back to the Babar Rizwan like pair. A lot of debate is going on. So how do you recommend as a neutral? Who should open as a Pakistan being a modern day cricket, or you still think that we can see in the next couple of hours as Rizwan and Babar coming to bat? So what's your thoughts on that?
I would say Sam Ayub should open, and then give Babar or Rizwan, one of them, to open with him.
And
Then
how critical?
whoever from Babar and Rizwan don't open, let them bat at number three, and make that situation according to situation. If say it's Babar and Saim open and they're given a start of 65, 70 runs in the power play, then change it around. Maybe set up Usman Khan or whoever's in the squad who can play faster. Irfan Khan Biazi. So you keep the tempo going and you can just keep that you aiming 180, 190 plus. Instead
So
of having a Babar or Rizwan come in there at three and slow the tempo down, or Salman Aga promote somebody else who can keep the quick tempo up.
So, maybe considering the changes PCB gonna made like the past like 2 to 2.5 months, starting with England series, they brought in spinners and then a few changes in Australia, trying youngsters. So, how critical from the like senior pros like Baba they rested, Shaheen even rested in the like Test series as well. So, how critical for this T20 series for the Babar as well? Because considering there's a lot of debate about the strike rate, the modern day cricket. So, Babar being a senior pro should take the responsibility and playing his own game, or she should like change the gear when required, as you mentioned.
I think a message has been given by PCB and the selection committee that there is other players who will play better than you, play the format the way it's required. So if you want to stay, play to the requirement of the format, express yourself. Otherwise, we'll drop you and then you won't be part of the plans for the T20 World Cup.
Okay, B. It's like good last 15 to 16 minutes. Let's wind up it up because we are going to the match in like next 1.5 hours. So I have to do a few other stuff as well. So prediction time, guys. Brian Yusuf, we have prediction time. What do you say? Who gonna bat first? Toss prediction and along with match prediction. Yes, EV.
I think South Africa will bat first. I think Pakistan, they like to bat their bowling first. They prefer to chase. So I think they're still going to go for a chase. And I think South Africa will look to bat first anyway. So South Africa will bat first. Who will win is tricky, but I'm going with South Africa.
Of course, you are going with South Africa. So, what I think that Pakistan gonna bat first. I'm going like a bit unlike with EB. It happens actually sometimes, but I like Pakistan to ball first. But what's my gut feeling that Pakistan will bat first and put a decent total, and might be Pakistan will be the favorite to win this first T20. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, Braving, for joining the session. Inshallah, we will stay connected and might come to the EB channel as well if he requested me. Then, other than that, I requested my viewers. This is not a good time. I can see that not too many viewers right now. But once I publish the video and the remaining matches, I will try to check my time zone as well to make sure that we have a good in the chat as well. So, AB, thank you so much again, guy. Once again, we will keep in touch and inshallah enjoy the game. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Walaikum salam.